Hey, it's AP. Are you suffering from the dishwasher won't clean my dishes blues? Well, before you call that service guy or gal, save yourself a few dollars and let me show you how to diagnose and potentially fix the issue on your own. Check it out. Our dishwasher is only a few years old, and when we first got it, of course, we were in that honeymoon phase where all the dishes just came out sparkly clean, and you'd open it up and you'd get that beautiful mist of steam that just opened up your pores, and you just knew that your dishes were going to be sanitized and ready to eat off of. And of course, over time, things happen. The dishwasher decided it didn't want to clean its dishes as well as it used to, and after trying a few things, we realized that there was a mechanical issue. How did we diagnose the problem? Well, we grabbed a thermometer and we tested the temperature of the water. And after a couple of tests, we found out that we weren't getting a reading over 100 degrees. And according to the GE website, it's supposed to be about 120, 130 degrees to get that nice, sparkly, clean dish out of the dishwasher. So clearly there was an issue. And come to find out, it was the heating element. Yes, the heating element wasn't heating. The temperature of the water wasn't going up. But more importantly, when I ran a heated dry, well, no heat was coming off the heating element. So we know what our problem is. And there's a few things that you can do to diagnose specifically what is causing the heating element not to work. It could be the heating element itself, it could be a breaker, it could be a couple of things. Now, before I show you what those few things are, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on future how-to helpful videos like this one. All right, you're gonna need a couple of tools. First, a multimeter. That is a must to tell if there are any electrical issues going on. You can pick up one for a few bucks, $20 maybe. I'll leave a link to the description in the description below of the one I used. You're going to need a screwdriver or a drill with a screw bit. You're also going to need an adjustable wrench potentially, as well as towels. Lots and lots of towels, because this can get very messy. You're dealing with something that is used to being filled with water, so there could be water inside of it. All right. Before we can do anything though, we need to remove the dishwasher from the counter. So let's go do that. First things first, turn off the breaker. Once you know the power is cut from the dishwasher, you'll need to gain access to the wiring. Maya's behind this metal box. After you remove the wire nuts, pull the Romex out from the back and just put it to the side. You'll also need to disconnect the discharge hose from under your sink. You're going to need the slack to move the dishwasher out. Unscrew from the counter and carefully pull out. The first thing we're going to test is the heating element. The leads are found on the back of the dishwasher. You'll need your multimeter for this. Set it to 200 ohms. Place the test leads onto the heating element leads. You just kind of pull these off. And then you place one test lead on this and the other on this, and we should get, look at that, a steady 16.6. So that means that current is flowing through the heater. There's no broken connections. So this is okay. Now, if you did need to change the heating element, all you do is unscrew these with a adjustable wrench. Pull out the heating element. Insert the new one, tighten it down with these screws again, these ceramic screws, and then plug your wires back in. Now, another thing you'll want to check if the heating element isn't working is to check the TCO, or the thermal cutoff switch. That's on the underside of the dishwasher. So let's flip this thing over. So carefully, and have a buddy help you, turn the dishwasher on its side. You don't have to go all the way over. Mine seems to be resting just fine here. Now you follow the wires from the heating element, and you should be able to trace them to the TCO switch. And what this is a breaker, and if the breaker's popped, you just pop it back in and the heating should work. Now, this has not tripped, so we're okay here. So now we're going to move on to checking something else, which is the float switch. I have no idea why the float switch has anything to do with the heating, but according to the internet, it does. Now, to remove the float switch, we have to take out the filter, which, yeah, since you're taking this out, you should probably clean that. And then, while we're at it, let's remove the strainer and clean that. Take this little thing out and clean that. All right, now there's water down in here. So we need to evacuate this water. You can do that with a wet dry vac or just some towels and just let it soak up. So gross. All right, you want all the water out of here because when you remove the switch, you're going to be exposing, there's going to be a little hole in the bottom of your dishwasher. So you don't want the water to leak out all over your floor. All right, there's 2 bolts. Okay, and then this should pop out. So this comes off. Oh, we're gonna clean that. And then that just pulls out. So this is the float switch. Now, it's supposed to make a noise when you shake it, and this doesn't. So I bet that this is what's causing the problem. So we're going to clean this out and see if we can get it to move again. All right, so let's just go wash it off in the sink. While we have this out, is just make sure that that it's not damaged electronically as well. So for this, we're going to change this to 20,000 ohms, and we apply the leads to the 3rd and 5th one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 2. Oh, so it's that in focus. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 2 right here. So I'm just going to put a lead on 3. This is very hard. Okay. This is very difficult. What we want is 11,000 to 13,000. So let's see if I can even get these on there. So that looks like it's registering point. All right, well, fortunately, I have a new one. Let's test that. $13.7. So that was 13,000. The old one, 0.8. Okay. So this was the issue. Now that we know it's the float switch, thanks to testing with the multimeter, we install the new one by attaching it to the wire harness, setting it in the dishwasher, screwing it back down, and then reassembling the screen and the filters. Now let's run a wash and see what we get. Yeah, 120. And there it is, clocking in over 120 degrees. This is a huge improvement to where we were at before. Who knew it was the float switch? I still don't understand what a float switch has to do with the heating element, but I will take the win. All the tools I used, as well as the replacement parts, I'll leave links to those in the description below. Did you find this video helpful? Did you save a few bucks by doing it yourself? Well, that's awesome. Let me know in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who is also suffering from the dishwasher not cleaning my dishes blues, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks so much for watching.